So you're saying that despite your issue, you're able to move forward with life because you know that the problem will get taken care of.
Hmm.
Okay. So what do you want to achieve in therapy in regards to your issues with your finances?
It's not really issues with my finances. It's just trying to figure out where I'm at.
Okay. Like overall, like you're
Once I figure out what's going on and how I can fix the issues with myself, I can use those tools um, in my life.
okay. So if what would your life look like without the issue of like finances and stuff? What would your life be like?
It would be this. It'd be the same. Really, the difference between just not having something and having something. I have to pay rent. I have to pay my bills.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has to. That's never going to change.
Okay.
It'll be
But maybe
difference.
you wouldn't be as stressed anymore
Um,
because you would no longer be living paycheck to paycheck.
yeah, but I would definitely have a higher stress job too.
So maybe instead of saying that in not having the financial issues, it would be kind of how to cope with stress, maybe.
I guess so. 'Cause it's always going to be there.
Okay, that makes sense. So thank you for participating and helping me with my assignment. Are there any questions that you have?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No good.
thank you. This is the second part of the assignment where I am discussing the mental status exam. The appearance of the individual was his hygiene was okay. He was clean. Hair was done well. Um, he appeared his age and didn't look younger or older. Um, he looked his age and presented, you know, clean and well. So the behavior was, I guess they were unable to sit still for a little bit, like a lot of kind of fidgeting with the hands or maybe a little bit nervous. Didn't seem lethargic, seemed like they were there, like energy was there. Um, that was the behavior. Their speech, they have, it seemed like they spoke very low, kind of monotone, not really any highs or lows in their speaking. Um, but other than that, their speech was very clear. I can make out everything they were saying, and that was okay. So their affect was also kind of flat, not much like mm, negative or positive emotion. Like it was just kind of flat, but didn't seem depressed or excited or anything like that. And I'm I think well maybe a little bit anxious, so maybe not so much flat because a lot of the fidgeting with the hands and stuff. The person knew where they were. Mm, they didn't they didn't mention any magical thinking or special powers, no delusions, no bizarre ideations or grandiosity, nothing like that. Um, their thought process was, I think it was okay. They didn't ramble or have like a flood of ideas or anything like that. They were, they were able to process their thoughts properly and they were able to get their thoughts across as well. Their perception, they didn't talk about anything about auditory or visual hallucinations, nothing like that. they were intellectually, um, I would say like, I mean, the vocabulary usage that they had was appropriate for their age, and it was their intellect was okay as well. Um, I would say that based off the information that the individual gave about the financial status and being stressed out about it and how it's um, become an issue, I would say that the client almost meets criteria for major depressive disorder, but not entirely because there's probably only about there's probably only like three criteria that they currently meet. So I would not diagnose them with MDD. I think I would probably have to follow up and see if they were still experiencing like symptoms of, like they were like whether they were still struggling and how they were handling their stress. Um, and I think that's kind of it. Like I said, based off the assessment, I would consider MDD, but I would like to um, follow up with the person and kind of talk more about like how they're coping with their stress and their struggles to kind of go further into the diagnosis.